Alright, how's it going everybody? So, this past week or so, I've really been playing a lot of Dark Souls 3, and I wanted to go over my build, and just kind of share with you guys, because I think it's a very, very fun build. Is it the best build out there? Definitely not, because, as you can see by the top there, it tries to take advantage of the dark magic and stuff, which is obviously pretty bad in this game right now. But, it's a lot of fun, and I think it's about as optimal as it can get. Granted, I had to, in order to get the black set, which you can see I'm using the leggings there, um, I had to level like 5 more times, more than I wanted to. The ideal level for this build is probably around 130 or so, just so you can still be in range with like everybody that's at soul level 120 when you want to like PvP and stuff. At least, so I'm told. I mean, I think it's like a 10 level difference. I'm not sure. I'm not by any means like an expert at Dark Souls 3, but from what I've read and what I've heard, it's about a 10 level range on when you're able to see summon signs and stuff that aren't your friends or whatever. So yeah, that's what he looks like. Obviously, Fashion Souls is real. Using, I guess I'll go ahead and show the equipment here. Using the Dark Karthus sword +10, and you guys see all my stuff here on the side, my level and whatnot. But yeah, Karthus sword +10, just because I've been using this sword ever since I started playing this game. And then I did play for a very long time, and like I said about a week ago, I just started playing again randomly. And this sword is still absolutely ridiculous. I mean, it's got bleed on it, its damage is really, really good. It's just overall just a great sword. Also have Kaith's Chime here to be able to cast some of the miracles that I use. I use, God, what are they called? Okay, Sacred Oath, and I use Deep Protection. For PvP generally, or if I'm about to get into a boss fight or something, I'll cast them, which will boost my attack and defense and all that stuff, so that's really good. I use the Black Knight Shield because it has the most stability for like a medium shield, I think, out of all of them. And it just looks really cool too with the set I'm using, It's kind of like a black ninja knight look, I don't know. I think it looks pretty cool though. But yeah, I always like having a shield. You don't need it. I mean, well, it's technically you don't need it, but I mean, I always like running around with a shield. Again, this is like a PvP/PvE like variant, so it's just jack of all trades. It's not tuned towards one or the other, but has a bunch of stuff which is very effective for both. And I'm also using Isleth staff +5, obviously, because I'm doing dark magic dealio, and it is the strongest staff for that. Thief Mask for the head, just because I like the look of it, and it's okay stats, I guess. Lorian's armor, really just because I like the look of it, to be honest. And I really think just like once you get in the higher levels, just finding like armor and stuff that you think looks good is really worth it. I'm using the Sellsword Gauntlets because again I like the look, and they're really light. And as you can see by my equip load, like I am barely under 70%, like barely. So I needed to use something really, really light to not fat roll, and Sellsword Gauntlets kind of worked out. And black leggings for the leggings. The black set in general I think looks sweet. Unfortunately, like I said, I had to level up 5 times to be able to kill the chick that was wearing it, or to get her to appear and then kill her, So, yeah, like I said, you can definitely get away with like a 130 build if you want. I mean, I kind of like the 135 stab the 30 or vigor and the a little bit more endurance and stuff, but I mean, it's really you don't need it at all. But yeah, so it's the leggings. As far as the rings go, Ring of Favor +2, great ring, obviously. HP, stamina, equip load, can't beat it. Also using the Bellowing Dragon Crest ring to boost sorceries, because we were using dark sorceries and stuff. And here I got the Dark Clutch ring. I definitely think the Dark Clutch ring is worth it, and you can see here that I'm running the Ring of Steel Protection, which pretty much I would say, not nullify, but it like counteracts the Dark Clutch ring's penalty and stuff, and it gives you like an extra like 5% or something, I think. So I think you lose like 10% or something here, and then you get 15 here, so you actually get a plus 5% overall. And you can see here, I'll show you real fast my stats that my um, defense absorption stuff. So it's not low at all. It's pretty good. So, and that's a lot having to do with the ring and stone protection +2. Yeah. So that's the equipment here. Again, I just picked stuff that I think looks pretty cool. So, yeah. Getting the stats here. Obviously level 135. You can go to 130. And vigor 30. I got attunement 30. I like having 30 attunement because I like having the FP and stuff, and I also need the slots to be able to run the stuff that I do. As you can see, I'm not running like affinity or anything or dark affinity. If you want to take something out and like maybe God dude, I gotta remember all these names. Deep protection. Like if you want to take deep protection out, like if you're like in PvE or something, then that's totally fine. You can throw on the dark affinity and whatnot. Which I mean, it's I think be effective even in PvP. Like, but in PvP, I'd probably keep that, and I'd probably take out something like Dark Edge, just because it's slow. And as you can see, we're not running like the Sage Ring or anything, so not that it's like a slow cast time by any means. It's just it's not super quick. So, yeah. Anyways, stats. 22 endurance because I had extra points because I leveled up to 135, and endurance is always good. Vitality 19 just to barely be able to not fat roll. 18 strength to be able to wield the Black Knight shield, 18 dex to be able to wield the Karthus sword, 40 intelligence and 40 faith because I found after 40 on each you get diminishing returns on your attack and stuff. So I think 40's the soft cap, I guess. I don't know. A lot of people think 30-30 or something, but I'm pretty sure it's 40-40, at least with the weapon attack power, because I was getting like 2 or 3 points every time I put a point in, all the way up to 40 on each. So, yeah, okay. Those are the attributes. You can see my attack power, 544, which is pretty good with the Karthus sword, I think, because it attacks just so quick, you know. But and also if you buff with Sacred Oath and Deep Protection, I think it's up to like 630 or something. Yeah, 629, and then you can see on the side that our defenses go up like a ton as well. So that's really good. Obviously those things are really good for PvP and stuff, but they're really effective too in PvE. So like before a boss or something. So that's that. What else here? Yeah, I guess that's really all I have to say. I know dark magic isn't most effective right now, but I mean, I think it's fun. And plus, nobody else really runs it or anything. And I've always been a fan of trying to like find the like the hybrid kind of builds and stuff, and still be effective. So I think this really is a kind of a jack of all trades build in that regard. I think you could make kind of a variant like using this, but with just sorcery too if you want. But I don't know. I like it. I think it's a lot of fun. I think it's unique. So yeah. Let me see here. I think that's all I have to say though, for the most part. Spells though, I mean, you can see here, I obviously have Deep Protection, Sacred Oath, Great Deep Soul, and Dark Edge. I like Dark Edge. I think it looks absolutely sick. And Great Deep Soul just costs like nothing, and it tracks really well, so you can just spam it when you're fighting a boss or something. And a good thing to do in like if you're PvPing is like launch 2 of these, because there can only be 2 out at a time, and then just like rush your opponent and start swinging. Especially if you have like Affinity on or something, then it's just like a barrage of shit that it's really hard for them to dodge. Yeah, I think that's about it. I've tried it with like other weapons. I initially was trying it with the I used to use this a little bit until it attacks way too slow. The Karthus great sword here. It's a really cool sword, but it's just so much slower than this and stuff. So yeah, that's why I went that route. Yeah, hopefully you enjoy. If you guys, I don't know, want to see me PvPing or something with this, then let me know. And yeah, see you guys later.